shocking. I think one of the most shocking incidents is El Salvador. The declassified material shows that the US not only tolerated death squads, but it met with the leader of the death squads numerous times, and the US military even trained a death squad themselves. And there was one particular incident that grabbed my attention because it relates to someone who came back under George W. Bush, an odious character called Elliot Abrahams. And it relates to the murder of Archbishop Romero. Archbishop Romero was originally a conservative cleric who became increasingly outspoken by the repression of the military and the death squads in El Salvador. And this was at a time when Reagan was pouring in aid to El Salvador. Tiny El Salvador became the second largest recipient of military aid in the world. And so Romero became increasingly outspoken until he gave a sermon in the capital city, San Salvador, where he told soldiers that they didn't have to obey immoral orders, orders that were contrary to the law of God. And he ended the sermon with these words: I implore you, I beg you, I order you, stop the repression. And those words really sealed his fate. He was gunned down by the death squads the next day in a murder that shocked the world. Now we come on to Elliot Abrahams, because I was just reading some interviews he gave with the press later, and he said, anyone who thinks you're going to find a cable, a telegram saying that D'Aubuisson, the leader of the death squads, murdered Archbishop Romero is a fool. So when I was going through the declassified documents, I found plenty of documents by US officials saying exactly that. But worse, there was one by Elliot Abrahams himself saying it was highly likely that D'Aubuisson had not only ordered the murders, but he was there when they were planned. And really, the audacity of Elliot Abrahams